Shedeur and Travis get their jerseys retired. Yes, the Colorado Buffaloes have angered many alumni with their decision to retire Travis Hunter's 12 and Shedeur Sanders' number 2 jerseys. Former players are upset at the university for bypassing other players waiting to have their numbers retired, including from their national championship winning team about 30 years ago, including former player Cordell Stewart. Recognizing the accomplishments of a Heisman Trophy winner and the record-setting quarterback who ushered in this new era of CU football now does not detract from accomplishments of the past. Rather, it adds to the rich legacy of CU football that has been passed down over the years by everyone who has worn a CU uniform. Errol, if you were someone who wore a CU uniform, or just how you feel about it right now, how would you feel about these jerseys being retired? By the way, they went 13-11 in their careers at Colorado. Errol, dial it up.
Everybody knows what I think about Shedeur Sanders, and everybody knows what I think about Travis, a.k.a. Pudding Hunter. Both guys, one of them looks like a gremlin, the other one thinks he's better than the world, and he thinks that he owns the world. Both guys should not be going into the Hall of Fame. They haven't done anything. I don't care if he won the Heisman. I know Reggie Bush won the Heisman at USC. Has he been inducted to the USC Hall of Fame? Not a chance in hell. What a crock of you-know-what. These guys haven't done nothing yet in the NFL. When they produce and do something in the NFL, then you can induct them into the Hall of Fame. What a crock of you-know-what. Prime has everything to do with it. And we all know, with the last name Sanders, we all know Hunter is a butt buddy of Prime. We all know Shedeur Sanders is everything to the Colorado U organization program. That's the reason why I'm tired of this. Get these guys in the NFL and actually produce center stage with some of the best in the world. They are not Hall of Famers. It's a crocky, By the way, Hunter shouldn't have even been the Heisman Trophy winner. I wonder who paid who off. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. That's all I'm going to say about that. No Hall of Fame for these two butt buddies.
Yeah, it's amazing to me, and I would be pissed if literally I'm Cordell Stewart, right? And did what I did.
How about Eric Bieniemy?
Yeah. Is Rashawn Salam in there too?
I don't think any of those guys are there.
Yeah, so... And you go 13-11. Yeah, did you bring a little bit of lore? But there was lore with the CU football program way before. And so you have these guys that didn't do anything, really. Like, okay, you get a Heisman, but you went 13-11 and your number gets retired before some of the legends that have gone on to proven that they are a legend and are worthy of getting that. It's all because it was trending on Twitter earlier about Deion Kane said it because the last name and all that stuff. So it's just I think it's a crock. I think it's an absolutely douchebag move by Colorado to do this in front of a lot of other guys, and I don't know how you can justify and be like, oh, record setting and Heisman. Okay, well. Yeah, they did, but they weren't there the whole time. Like, they brought in, and you're going to do it immediately? When's the last time a school has literally retired them while they're still in college?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question for Owen the Tick Rickner.
I don't know if it's ever been done before.
You got a gremlin and you have Gumby. Okay, those are what they are. But one is a gremlin and the other one's Gumby.
All right, let's move on to the next story. Oh, you think we're getting away from Travis? We're not, Errol. Guess what? Giants general manager Joe Schoen says he's willing to play cornerback / wide receiver Travis Hunter both ways. We would not be afraid to play him on both sides of the ball. This is in response to Travis Hunter coming out and saying, if he responds to someone asking if what happens if a team says not to play both ways, it's never playing football again, because I've been doing it my whole life and I love being on the football field. I feel like I can dominate on each side of the ball, so I really enjoy doing it. two things. One, is this guy delusional? And two, how low is Joe Shane going to stoop by the end of this draft to make his picks seem palatable?
Well, it's pretty simple. The only thing that Travis Hunter is going to play two ways in is in the bed. That's about it. I don't believe Travis Hunter is what he says he is, and the fact that Joe Shane has come out and said what he says, I'll play him both ways. I'll play him at corner, I'll play him at wide receiver, just shows you the incompetence. If he drafts him at number 3, only shows that the Giants don't know what they're doing, and Joe Shane's going to be looking for a job at the end of the season. This is an organization that will reach and bring in a personality like Travis Hunter just because he's a face and he's a name. I think it's an absolute foul ball, and it's a strikeout if they do this. I don't like his personality. I don't like what he has to say, and everything that comes out of his mouth, all the stupid dances with the Banana Republic over there, the Savannah Bananas, and all the garbage that he does off the field makes him look delusional and stupid. This guy can't dance. His girlfriend dances better than him. She speaks better than him, and she should be the only one speaking for anybody. That guy's an idiot. Dumb, and the Giants are stupid if they draft him. That's an absolute foul ball strikeout for the New York Giants. Joe Shane, get out of here.
I mean, you got to say stuff like this if you're Joe Shane and you're sitting at number 3 and he might be there, because you can't take this guy if you're the Giants. Not because he wouldn't be good. He does fit the needs on the team. He is obviously won the Heisman Trophy. You can debate that Genty should have won it over him. I'm not going to disagree that. I pretty agree with that. What I don't understand and don't think is going to happen is I don't trust Shane to trade down, because that's what you should do. If this guy's that valuable, you can get multiple first-round picks for him. So if you could trade down to the, to 9, everyone says the Saints need a tackle and they need a quarterback. They might want to trade up. And if not, maybe you can get down to the teens. Maybe you trade back to 20 or something like that with the Broncos. I don't know what you're going to do. Maybe the Steelers really want Shedeur. Maybe they feel like they're desperate. Maybe the Giants can bank in.
They're not desperate.
But Errol, it probably is going to be Joe Shane just taking whoever's there, not being creative, not doing what he needs to do, which is add more good players to this roster.
Go ask your son and your daughter. That's the best move. Go ask one of them. They know more about the draft than you do. What an idiot. What a jackass.
Do you think Travis Hunter can really do this at the next level?
No.
Like, what is that value? Because we've said this in the past, and I read someone said this today, that he's got the value that Ohtani has in baseball if he can really be a starting corner and starting receiver at the same time. Because why wouldn't he? It's the same as being able to pitch and hit in a way, right? And that means you should get paid more. That means you're going to get more WAR.
If he plays like that, but he has to prove it first.
He's going to have to prove it. And Joe Shane capitulating right away, I'm not excited about it. We got another story.
The only thing he's going to be starring in is the next Gremlin movie. Let's go.
Speaking of Shohei Ohtani, he is still months away from pitching this year. And this is from a quote from Dave Roberts. I know that's still vague. He said a couple of months. But we're just trying to get to the next step and see where we're at. But certainly expect him to pitch for us this year and through the postseason. Ohtani's not pitched since August of 2023 and finished 4th in the AL Cy Young voting in 2022 with a 15-9 record, 2.33 ERA, and a 101 WHIP. Last season, Ohtani won the NL MVP without pitching when he hit 310, 390 on base, 646 slugging with 54 homers, 130 RBIs, and 59 stolen bases. Errol, I know you have thoughts about Ohtani, the pitcher. Are the Dodgers doing the right thing, bringing him along slowly, or should they just can this whole operation and let him be this hitter now? Fill it up!
Well, it's pretty simple.
Go, Fish.
He is a DH. That's what he should be, and that's what he should be staying. You're putting one of the best hitters in baseball, one of the more unique hitters in baseball, As a pitcher, you have a tremendous amount of talent around him. Why even put him on the mound again? Protect him and do what you can to keep winning championships. That's what I would do, and I would not listen to Dave Roberts. The guy's a complete idiot. I don't care if he's won a title, 2 titles. It's stupid. The guy is a bona fide DH. You want to get the most out of him? You want to see him achieve all those goals when you can compare him to Aaron Judge and Barry Bonds and Babe Ruth or whoever? Don't compare him on the mound. Compare him in the box. That's what you do. This guy is doing things we have not seen a player do before at the plate. This is ridiculous. Why are we talking about this? Keep him off the mound. Protect him. That would be the organization's best bet. But of course, the organization's going to be stupid. He's going to throw his arm out again, and then we're going to be talking about a Dodger that could have, should have been. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
Well, why don't we just ask Mr. Ohtani what he wants to do? He wouldn't be working his ass off if he didn't want to come back and pitch, for one. 2, he also is making a boatload of money to do both. That's what they paid him for. We're comparing Travis Hunter to Shohei Ohtani. Well, if Shohei Ohtani doesn't do both, then Travis Hunter's in a league of his own.
They're paying him $2 million. Deferred money, by the way. Not a boatload.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's guaranteed money.
I'm just saying.
He's still making a boatload of money, and you want to get as much value as you can now. So if that's hitting and pitching, listen, the risk of injury goes up if you're hitting and if you're pitching. Doesn't matter. But who cares? That's what you're paying the guy to do, and you're paying the guy to be a generational type athlete and generate tons and tons of money. Think about it. Bobblehead for Shohei pitching one night. Next night, bobblehead for Shohei Ohtani hitting. The next night, we'll have another bobblehead of him sliding, and the other one sliding autographs in Japan, the other one eating sushi. Like, it just goes on and on and on. Like, he's the most marketable player in the game aside from probably Aaron Judge. And you want to get as much as you can out of that.
He's way more marketable because he's global. He's just not in the States.
Exactly. And if I'm the Dodgers, we're riding, dog. I want you to pitch. And you only need to pitch 1 time a week. You can go back on the 6-day schedule that they do. I believe it's overseas. They do it in Japan. Isn't it 6 days in
once
Japan?
A week.
There you go. Once a week and hit. Just like he was doing there.
Dumb move. They don't need to. They got all that talent on their mound, and they got a ton of talent in their farm system.
I'm not arguing that you have all the talent, but at that point, if he comes back and can prove himself, now you have talent to trade away and get either better people at the deadline.
They don't need anybody. The lineup is as good as anybody's. What the hell are they doing? Stupid.
Because injuries happen.
I've always wondered, Goody, why they wouldn't want him to be like the closer. Wouldn't it be cool? He can't do it.
How would he come up and have to hit in a clutch situation and warm up?
Yeah, he has to start because he has to be.
He would need to loosen up.
Well, and then the reason this dude is the most generational and craziest player, they made a rule for him.
True.
They made one for Pat Venditti so too. He could start, and then once he's done, they don't lose the DH because he's hitting as well.
I was just thinking maybe like while he gets up and then you tell him to go downstairs and just loosen his arm out.
There's usually a tunnel, but that would be so hard to do.
No, dude, you can't do that. Especially it would be very surgery. Weird. No, he needs to start. He needs to be on a schedule. They need to have it monitor everything that he's doing, and then. The thing is weird is like he's in the big leagues, like as a hitter right now. I wonder how they're gonna do his rehab assignment when he needs to go and row for as a pitcher.
I guarantee you they'll just do
simulated.
Live PPs.
Just straight live sim games, and then here we go.
Out there earlier, yeah.